Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Defense, Deception, Diplomacy Decoded. I am Raghavendra, founding member of this channel. Imagine you land in a country where you don't speak the language, you don't know the culture, you don't know a single soul. But if you pull out this specific piece of green paper, suddenly everyone understands you. Doors open, trades happen. It's the closest thing we have to magic in the real world. But have you ever stopped to ask why? Why does a shopkeeper in Vietnam or a banker in Brazil trust the American dollar more than their own currency? It wasn't an accident. It was a master plan built on three things: gold, oil and firepower. Let's decode in 3 minutes how the dollar became the king of earth. Rewind to 1944. World War II is ending. Europe is in ruins. Japan is destroyed. But the United States, it's booming. In fact, back then, America held 70% of the entire world's gold. So, 44 nations met in a place called Bretton Woods and made a historic deal. They said, okay, carrying gold bars around the world is dangerous and heavy. Let us just use the US dollar instead, because the US promised that at any moment you could trade that paper dollar back for actual physical gold. It was like a global IOU. Overnight, the dollar became the world's checkbook. If you wanted to buy anything from anyone, you used dollars because it was as good as gold. But here is where the story gets crazy. In 1971, the US ran out of enough gold to back all these printed dollars. They broke the promise. The system should have crashed right there. But it did not. Why? Because the US made a genius pivot. They replaced the gold with oil. They struck a deal with Saudi Arabia, the kings of oil. The deal was simple. The US military will protect your kingdom forever. In exchange, you must sell your oil only in US dollars. Think about that. Every country on earth from India to Italy needs oil to survive, and since you can only buy oil with dollars, every country was forced to hoard them. The dollar wasn't backed by gold anymore. It was backed by the world's addiction to energy. If you want to build the future, if you want the most advanced AI chips from Nvidia, Intel or Qualcomm, or the software that runs the global internet, you are usually paying American companies. And let's not forget the ultimate insurance policy, the military. If a nation wants the world's best fighter jets like F-35 or the most advanced missile defense system, they are knocking on America's door. What is the currency written on that price tag? The dollar has become the operating system of the planet. If you want the best energy, the best technology or the best weapons, you need the dollar to log in. So the dollar conquered the world by making itself indispensable. It started as a receipt for the gold, became a token for oil, and now the ticket for future. Is the king finally losing his crown? In our next video, we are diving deep into de-dollarization and the countries plotting the dollar's downfall. You do not want to miss that. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.